Christian, this start, you had a brilliant battle to start with the number 55 and 83 cars. Talk us through the start of the race, because obviously there was a lot of stuff going on in front of you as well.
Yeah, actually, I had a very good start. It was a bit strange, first everybody accelerated and braking, so as normal try to stay out of trouble, but then the car was not that good at the beginning, because we had a balance-wise, we looked for a long stint to save the tires to the end, which worked quite well, and the car was good and mega to drive for 1 hour, so I'm really happy.
And to be battling hard with the Ferraris as well, we had it's always been a Ferrari Porsche battle. To come here and beat the Ferraris must be very satisfying as well.
Yeah, since we do ELMS in 2007 was our first race, we always had a big fight with Ferrari, and it's always a pleasure to race against them.
And it must be, again, standing on the tops of the podium with your new two teammates as well, must be very, very pleasing.
No, it's to start a new season after this long break with 2 new teammates, with Mike and Alessio. They did a great job. I'm really happy to have them with us in one car, and thank you very much for this great job they did.
You had a good stint, and you had a good fight with the 74 car as well. So talk us through your part of the race. And were you out when the safety car came out?
No,
it was Alessio.
Went out the next stint. So Alessio bring the car to the first place, and I had to keep the position. So I had a little gap from the second car, was the Ferrari of Perel, and I managed to keep my pace. Have a clean race, and Chris did a good job on the start. Alessio did a great stint first and the last stint. The car was really nice to drive. As Chris said, we were looking for a good long run, so we managed to save a little bit the tires at the beginning to have a really quick car at the end. And I think the car was really, really good, and all the teams did a great job in the pit lane and during the week.
And a good view from the top of from the podium. Nice view from the podium.
Yeah.
And what does it mean to you to win this ELMS race this start of the season?
Well, it's really great to be back on track after this month of stops, and doing it with a win. It's make it more pleasant. So I hope to keep going like this with my team and keep fight. It's gonna be a tight fight with the Ferrari, but we look forward.
Perfect. Alessio, thank you very much for waiting. You had 2 stints out there. You were out when the safety car. How did the safety car affect you? Was it a problem for you, or did it actually help you?
Well, actually there was a full course yellow before, and that was a bit painful because we just pitted before, and then there was a full course yellow. Some cars took the opportunity to pit on the full course yellow, so for us it wasn't ideal. But the safety car put us back in the game because I was catching, but there was still a 18-second gap, I think, to P1. And thanks to the safety car, the gap was closed, and then I could make the move to take P1, and then Michele did a great stint to keep the gap, and then I could just finish the job in the last stint.
The tyre wear was obviously a consideration. We saw a lot of P2 cars. How was the tyre wear on your car?
Like my teammate said, tire management was key this race. With these heavy loads, corners, the left-hand tires are taking a lot. So I was always trying to save the tires at the beginning of the stint, not to be too aggressive, to keep some pace at the end, especially in the last stint in case of a safety car, because P2 was right behind. So, but the car was on it. I have to say, on the race, the car was perfect. I could play with the balance like I wanted, and I was a bit disappointed with my qualifying yesterday, so I really wanted to bounce back today in the race, and the team did a perfect job. I love the RSR, I love the team, I love the LMS. It's so fun with the traffic, the different classes. It puts some spices out there, and it's really good fun.
I have to ask you, obviously we're going to Spa next, your home track. What's your thoughts on how you think the car's going to go there, and what you think are going to Spa as a track itself?
Well, first I'm excited because it's been 7 years I haven't been there. And last time was in Formula car, so first time in GT car for me. But there is no reason to be afraid. We have a great car, a great team, and I love Spa. I've always been good there normally. So I'm excited to go to my home race as a championship leader, and hopefully we will try to increase the gap over there.